Fact number 1. Video games are awesome. Fact number 2, according to me, trailers are awesome. So if you put them together, video game trailers are awesome. Simple math, right? Compared to trailers for movies and TV shows, video game trailers can be unique, creative, and showcase different aspects of a game without the risk of spoiling too much, may it be gameplay, story, mechanics, or just overall vibes. But trailers are still essentially commercials. They are ads that skew the actual product to really hook the viewer to pony up some cash based on market research and focus group testing and whatever some chart says. So it's not unusual for game trailers to not show the game at all, show more of a proof of concept, or edit parts of a game to hide major plot points, or be a pre-rendered CG trailer that's more to hype up the announcement of the game rather than the game itself. Game trailers are the most creative kinds of trailers, but they are also the most deceiving. And you know what? The Dead Island reveal trailer is still the best bad game trailer there is. So let me set the scene and take you all the way back to early 2011. The Last of Us has yet to be announced, and while The Walking Dead show is gaining popularity, Telltale's The Walking Dead is quietly in the works. Zombie games at the time were mostly presented as action-heavy blockbusters like Resident Evil 5, Dead Rising 2, Left 4 Dead 2, and so on. Zombie games were seen as these thrilling power fantasies where players can mow down hundreds of the undead in many gruesome yet satisfying ways. Joel and Ellie's cross-country therapy road trip and Lee and Clementine's excellent adventure were arguably the most prominent catalysts for the gaming industry to reframe the zombie apocalypse in a more serious and dramatic lens, but those are still a year or so away from release or even a reveal. However, they were not the first games to bring up the idea that, people are sad when zombies start munching on everyone. No. There was an up-and-coming developer studio named Techland, and in partnership with Deep Silver as their publisher, they were working on a zombie game that strived to feature innovative gore with real-time skin damage and realistic bone fragmentation. They initially teased their game way back in 2007 with some tech demos, but didn't officially announce it until 2011 with a reveal trailer. And boy did that trailer make some waves. Now, before I go any further, I do want to make the disclaimer that the trailer does contain scenes of harm on children, as well as explicit gore. This trailer makes those images very clear, and it seemed like that was the intention. One of the many reasons why this trailer is both very good and very bad. With that said, allow me to recap this infamous piece of gaming history. The trailer starts off with a somber piano tune and an extreme close-up of an eye, zooming out to reveal that it is that of a little girl's. She is lifeless on the ground, with someone on fire and other bits of chaos happening behind her. We then see that little girl mysteriously lifted up, but it is quickly apparent that what is happening on screen is being played in reverse, with the little girl's actual situation being that she was thrown out of a hotel and fell to her death. The trailer would then start interstitching this rewind of events that started at the end to clips of that same event happening in chronological order from the beginning. We see the little girl running away from a horde of zombies in one moment, then see that same girl bite her dad's neck in another. This back and forth continues on while the music swells up and we get a clearer picture of this short tragedy. The little girl was running towards her parents, but tripped and got caught and bit by one of the undead. As much as the dad tried to save her and his panicking wife, they quickly get overwhelmed, with the little girl turning into one of the infected as well, grabbing onto her dad's back, forcing him to throw her out of the glass window and to her death. This sequence ends at the moment the father and daughter were about to hold hands, until the trailer fades to black and the title of the game comes up, Dead Island. The trailer ends in what seems to be from the perspective of a camera. showing earlier events of the family happily arriving at the tropical hotel, unaware of their eventual cruel fate. If it weren't for the fact that it's an ad to promote a separate product, this trailer would easily pass off as a really inventive and endearing short film. Its concept is well executed, well directed. It grabs your attention by the balls and hits your heart with a sledgehammer. Other than some janky animation and the CG quality showing its age, it is incredible both as a piece of marketing and, dare say, a piece of art. The only problem? It is absolutely not what the actual game is about! Sure, the trailer shows zombies, gore, and melee combat, all elements that make it into the final game. But it's called Chekhov's gun, not Chekhov's neon-lit 50-foot Vegas Strip billboard. Those are kinda a given. The family, not part of the game's story at all aside from a little Easter egg, but it definitely feels like it was added in as an afterthought. The emotional tone? It's more House of the Dead than The Walking Dead. The game may have its emotional moments, but nowhere near as gripping, nor is it its focus. The subtle introspective elements that the trailer brings that makes you think about the fragility of life and all that artsy shit. Yeah, the game starts with you drunk as all hell listening to a hip-hop track by rapper Sam B, spitting hot bars about zombies. Yeah, really threw subtlety out of the window like that little girl, huh? Most damning of all bait and switches? Does the excellent overall quality of the trailer carry over to the game as well? Oof, swing and a miss. Look, game trailers can still represent a game without showing it, and still complement it well. It can use a different style but still invoke the overarching theme of the game. A trailer can use a very different tone, but still present key aspects of the game, like the main characters and environment. It can show stuff that will probably not be in the game, but if it just accurately nails the vibe, then at the very least, your expectations are within the general direction of what the game will eventually turn out to be. When it comes to misleading game trailers, the Dead Island announcement trailer easily tops that list for me. Some might bring up Metal Gear Solid 2's trailer and how it lies by omission, showing only clips of Solid Snake without admitting that you play most of the game as Raiden. Fair point, fair contender, but what you see is still what you get. Turns out it was just the tip of an iceberg that's actually part of a much bigger iceberg that you thought you already passed by. Yeah, sure, that analogy works. Some might even point to Cyberpunk 2077 or Aliens Colonial Marines for misleading consumers into buying a broken hot mess of a game. But hindsight is still 2020, and like any creative endeavor, lofty dreams are set early, but reality will force anyone to compromise and make do later on. While there is more to the Dead Island franchise's odd track record when it comes to its trailer, the first game's reveal trailer still stands out because it is too good for its own good. And you know what? That's what makes it the best bad trailer ever. Because instead of casting a spotlight on the game it was supposed to promote, it ended up overshadowing it. And that's it for this little rant of a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and let us know what you think is the best bad trailer or most misleading game trailer out there. To keep up to date with the latest gaming news, reviews, and other fun content around all things gaming, go ahead and subscribe to our channel as well. This is Game8 Information Station, and we'll see you on the next one.